Are fighting game combos too long? That's the question of the night, folks. This is what Maximilian was asking you guys. And you know what? It definitely piqued my interest as well.
And shout outs to Maximilian, because this is something I've been hearing. What's up, dude?
Finger lasers.
Doom. Yeah, this has been something I've been hearing about for quite some time, and instead of just doing a freaking type out on it, then it's like, let's just kick this off right here.
Let's just do it. Let's just
Well,
talk.
stop being quiet. Say something.
I wouldn't be quiet. I said finger. Okay.
Combos wise, man.
Alright, combos. It seems like over the decades of fighting games, combos have increased. Because, of course, if you remember back to the old school Street Fighter 2, back in your local Pizza Hut or pizzeria or whatever you get your Italian food from, you'd see that game in the corner.
And you was like,
I must play this.
I want to throw a Hadouken.
See, back in the early 90s, there really weren't there weren't combos.
Yeah, he pointed that out in the video. Yeah, he pointed that in the video.
You are pressing that button over and over again.
Yeah.
And hoping that it does something.
But, each Street Fighter that's come out, you've had more and more, it's gotten more and more combo based. Especially Third Strike. Yeah, 3 was when, combos were essential. Not essential, but essential to, succeeding in the round. And then later on comes, Street Fighter 4, then Ultimate, and now we have Ultra. Whenever that decides to hit.
Sometime in the summer, I think.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Just so we can stay on topic a little bit, I got a little list that I made
for us to...
What was that?
It was Number the Blaze in the fan. It's alright. But let me tack on it right quick then. Alright. Number the Blaze in there kind of goes nuts sometimes. But anyways, alright. Now, this whole thing about combos being too long or whatnot. Because when it comes down to this, what people will normally get to, it's like... I miss playing the game. I get so sick and tired of watching my character just get comboed to death, and I can't do anything about it. Unless you're playing Killer Instinct, where you can combo break and all that good stuff.
Combo breaker.
Yeah, and it's like this. I don't really have a problem with it. You can call me an adaptive fighter or whatever, because I grew up getting blown up by people who could do combos. I played Marvel 2 at a very young age in the arcades, and...
Wait, you said you got blowed up? Does that make you a blow-up doll?
No. No. Just no. Absolutely, positively no. But, I mean, it's like, the simple Marvel 2 stuff you hear about, then getting, Sentinel was so fast and do all this other stuff or whatever, getting hit by one-touch kill combos, whether it was Iron Man or whether it was Magnus. Yeah. Shout outs to Don Tony. Magnus in the, Infinite Loops or whatever, and I'm just watching myself get beaten unless this person happens to drop their combo. Now, back then, even then, it was frustrating. I understand the mostly casual mindset that, I freaking miss playing the game or whatever. I'm getting tired of just watching myself get beat up on screen and blah, 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 blah. But for me, once I got over that frustration, when I would come back against this person, if I know this guy can combo me to death with long combos, that there encouraged me to play better defense. So if somebody can really combo me to death, whatever, or just do some heavy damage to me.
Don't let them do the
Exactly. It encouraged me to play better defense. I mean, I feel like nowadays, and it's not just casual, some pros do it too, because we hear it on the blogs talking about nerf this, patch this, buff this. I think some players are generally getting too lazy. It's like, I understand, unblockables and glitches, they kind of break the game some or whatever, but there are some tactics that I feel players are getting just lazy with it. It's like, instead of trying to find a way, instead of finding a way around this stuff, it's just buff it. It's just buff it, patch it, nerf it. Oh, it's broken. Oh, it's not worth playing. Oh, it's this. It's like,
words of my boy Dominion though. Shouts out to Broken Tier as well. My boy Dominion said adapt.
Exactly.
He made the shirt. Thank you. Go there, buy the shirt. I got one. I rock it constantly.
I mean, seriously, it's like, combos are part of a fighting game, but I don't feel they make the game total. It's like this. For instance, let's talk about one of our friends right then. Me and Slick here, once we picked up Marvel 3, we just went combo city with everything. We tried to do the most longest damaging thing we could spawn up then. Then along came one of our friends, John, known in DKO as Phantom or Phantom Avenger. Shout outs to him. And now, he just mentioned Dominion. People know Dominion for the keep away game. John played that a whole lot. And it's like and still does. I play a little bit of it now, but it's a little more trick worthy. But when we first we never thought that anything, when we first got back into this game, we never thought we'd see anything like this. So it's like he's just throwing crap at us then, and we can't jump in and confirm anything then. I mean,
I didn't even play fighting games a lot until Marvel 3 even came out. I just got back into them then. So
yeah. It's like he was keeping us out. So like and a lot of you need to watch the Art of Lane video where Chris G and Dominion talk about these things, and because Chris G talks about something where I think this whole combo thing breaks apart then. And it's basically emphasizing the importance of defense then. All these guys, people, I'm not even gonna freaking be sexist about this mess or anything because,
not this time anyway.
Because the whole demographic of games is just changing up and all this stuff then. Players, it's like players are doing all these crazy combos and setups and everything though, but if you can play some good defense, it doesn't matter how you attack, honestly. I don't care if you're facing the combo master of the world. If this person can't do setups, if they can't get one setup, or as I love to say about, having multiple setups, if they don't have anything in their back pocket and they can't open you up, a one-touch kill combo, a heavy damage combo, it shouldn't matter. They're not going to be able to do it. They can't do it, so I just don't really get the problem with it. Yeah, I understand taking it one hit and you die is kind of crazy, but some games are built like that. Yeah, we have stuff that has kind of cut that down some. Skullgirls with the IPS system.
Shouts out to Lab Zero.
Yeah, like I said, Killer Instinct, one of the noteworthy heavy long combo games, has combo breakers and all that stuff, but I understand the frustration with stuff like glitches and unblockables, but long combos, it doesn't really seem like an issue, just to me, though.
It doesn't seem like an issue to me either, mostly. But one of the things I wanted to talk about was the level of execution it takes to do stupid, dumb, long combos.
Exactly.
And the gap between the skill set and the dedication of players, like Luke was talking about earlier. Okay, let's just go ahead and assault the big elephant in the room that nobody's been paying attention to. Marvel 3. All right. And we all know that there are infinites, one-touch kill combos with the right assists, the right setups, the right timing. It all exists. Okay. One of my main things is, if you don't like big, stupid, long combos, you don't have to do them. You can play the game however you want to. Just because somebody else plays the game like that doesn't mean you have to do the same thing. It's up to you. It's your game. You bought it. You paid your money. So play the game how you want to play it. Don't get peer pressured into thinking you have to be as beast as the next guy. You be the beast that you want to be. And if your skill level just isn't right there at that particular point in time, then just get better or don't. Like I said, it's completely your decision. And sometimes stupid long combos don't even hardly do that much damage. Yeah. Sometimes some of the smallest combos in the game are the most damaging or the most situationally correct for that particular moment. And you have to realize that. You don't always have to do a 200 hit DHC, TAC, fuck you and me combo every time. You just don't. And you can still win. So I don't think the combos are getting too long. The developers and these game designers, they just give you the option to do it if you so choose to.
Yeah. I'm gonna branch off what you said about like the executional or like the player's level of execution and expertise though. Here's my main problem with people complaining about long combos and they should be shorter in these games or whatever, or just saying fighting games are becoming too combo based or whatnot. I don't care if you love the long combos, get hyped when somebody does an infinite on something or whatever then, whether you love it or you hate it, you cannot deny that takes some work. Definitely. That takes some hard work. I'm not saying, like saying it's the best thing you can do, but it does take some work. And like I just mentioned earlier, combos are not so much a guaranteed win part of the game is not then. You look at Street Fighter or whatnot. Now, I know it's just grapplers, but, people like Zangief and T-Hawk can knock you out with a couple of grabs, and they don't really need to combo. They have some, but they don't need to. And then
that's not the way those characters work.
And then also, not to mention they have combos, but their combos are like 2 and 3 hits or whatever. It's still a chunk of damage. It's still a big chunk.
Usually about 1/4 of your life bar.
Pretty much.
And you just hit like 3 buttons.
The one thing I just don't like about most of these people complaining about, oh, these people are assholes for doing combos and on me or whatever, then it's like, I hate to sound, I don't even mean to sound mean when I say this, but if that's what you have a problem with, though, either A, like I said earlier, learn to play some better defense. If you can block somebody's openers and all of that, the combos are not going to matter. They're not going to come out. You're going to be blocking, and more than likely, if the person's silly, you can punish them. And second of all, the problem with that thinking is, you should, and put it like this. People who argue this always say, oh, you guys always talk about we need to get better at our games or whatnot, blah, 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 blah. I don't feel like taking 15 hours to learn a complex combo. Okay. So you're telling me that someone who has put some time into the game, something
that they love to do.
As Slick just said, they spent their money on their copy of the game then. Now, in the interest of training somebody, this is plausible, but in a match, though, someone should mellow themselves down to your level. That's
so that the other player can have fun as well. Nobody wants to sit there and get stomped into the mud hole 15 times in a row.
And it's like, and like I said, like if you're getting hit by this stuff, you need to learn how to play some block it, because if you can block incomes or whatever, combos aren't going to matter. You can
be a defense monster, and your opponent will never touch you one time during the match, and you won't even have to throw a punch either.
And even with learning all the complex combos and blah, if you know how to block very well, if you play really good defense, then you can pound anybody. You can pound the person with the same 2-hit, 3-hit combo, the same punishing move that may do a lot punch. Then you still will win the match. And it shouldn't matter. Like, no one can call that cheap. I mean, hey, you played defense and you took the bar down to 0. It's not cheap. You defended and you blocked your reward. Exactly. And that's where I think this whole thing just kind of mellows down. It's like, I don't feel combos are too long in games anymore. Then I don't even get mad when I get knocked out by something very long or complex like an Infinite. I mean, after I play stuff in the past, like the Killing Blade in Marvel 2, this stuff where I get hit by Infinites nowadays,
Jesus,
it just doesn't faze me anymore. This is just me talking, have your opinion or whatever.
Samurai Showdown too. That's another good example of a game that didn't have a lot of combos, but
Samurai Showdown. Yeah, that game, if heavy emphasis on defense, big time emphasis on big time emphasis on defense. So I just feel if that's how you feel about the long combos, just learn how to defend, and you're not gonna get it in a heartbeat all the time.
Nobody just picks up a fighting game and becomes a master overnight. Not even the pros. They have to sit down and learn how it works, learn what you can do, learn what you can't do, learn how to defend against a myriad of various tactics, because you never know who you're going to fight. It takes time. These people just don't get godlike overnight.
Mm-hmm. And what I do is DOA for example. Whenever I'm training, I will train against myself. I will use a mirror match of the same character that I am using, and I will bit by bit just crank up the difficulty the more comfortable I get. So when I get to about level 7 or level 8 or 9, if I'm able to block and parry and do all the other stuff I'm normally able to do, then I know I'm good with that character.
There you go. And you have to know how to fight against your character in the first place.
Yeah, because then even there, when you learn that, then you know of stuff you're not supposed to do then.
Let's talk about another topic, but still on this same train. Simple fighters versus complex fighters. Because not every fighting game, like we've been saying, has stupid combos. We just picked up J-Star's Victory Versus. Is that a word? It is now. Anyway, J-Star's Victory Versus.
Yeah, it's an
arena fighter.
Been trending for a week.
Very akin to the Naruto Ninja Storm series and all of its various incarnations. The game has combos, but they're very simple. It's very Super Smash Brothers-esque.
Yep.
but it's like Super Smash mixed with the Naruto series.
Anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it. You can pick it up. The combo might be long, but you're doing like a 20-hit combo and you hit 2 buttons. Is that combo too long because you didn't have to press a lot of buttons? What's the thing? Is it the combo being long or the amount of work you have to do to actually successfully execute the combo?
There you go, because
I can do a 20-hit combo in J-Stars and that's just a command grab with Pegasus Seiya. I know it's Seiya. Don't sit there and try to rail on me. But I think Seiya sounds a lot better.
Seiya.
Seiya.
Seiya, man.
So it's like if he has a 2-button command grab and it does upwards of 20-25 hits. That's a long combo, I would say, right? It's a lot of hits. It just didn't take a lot of buttons to do it. So what's your problem? How many buttons you gotta press or the number of hits that actually pop up on the screen?
I mean, and even going right back to what we said, that's right back to what we talked about then. And this game is like, I'm not gonna call it a complex arena fighter though, but I'm gonna say this. There is a lot you have to look out for in this game in order to do anything or whatnot. A lot of tactics. It's not even really just, well, yeah, I'd say 75% of it is you versus your opponents.
Yes,
but
with an S.
But at the same time, depending on where you pick, then you also have to go against the terrain too. Because, think about it. Someone can dash and hide behind something while you're trying to just throw fireballs.
It's not going to go through.
Like I say, arena fighter like J-Stars, it's like, seriously, the combos in there, the combos in there may be simple, but then again, this goes right back, and you may look at it differently because, oh my god, they're doing these inputs or whatever, but it goes right back. He's not going to land that combo unless he opens you up then. This is back to judgment and tactics and learning how to set things up. I think so much emphasis is put on the combos. One of our I call him one of the sensei, the wise people of the group. Our local team king of Street Fighter, Chris Davis. Shout out to him,
Chris Davis,
Chris Sensei. When he first started to sharpen me up in Street Fighter, he wanted me to worry less about combos because comboing in Street Fighter 4, AE, all of that good stuff.
Waiting on 5?
Yes, 5. 5.
Where my wrestling fans?
Go on, do it.
I know y'all not.
Go on, do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But yeah. Because with me, when he was getting me into the game, the combo, the way the build-up of most combos in AE is usually consisting of practically the same thing like in Killer Instinct. You normally have to do an opener of some sort, but you have links, you have chains.
Cancels.
Links, those two, all types of stuff. Those, in this case, Street Fighter talking about the FADC or whatnot. I had to wrestle my freaking fingers and muscle memory into getting used to the focus cancels.
That's another thing, your muscle memory. You have to, it harkens back on training. Mm-hmm. You have to not only train your mind and your eyes, but you also have to train your hands.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, exactly. But see, when I did that, he was like, I don't want you to worry about the stuff you tried to do in trial mode. I don't want you to worry about the little combos you saw online or whatnot. He's like, what I want you to do is, I want you to stick to, and I play Rose in Street Fighter, I want you to stick to that low, medium kick, medium punch, and the soul spiral. But what I want you to focus heavily on, setups.
Execution,
judgment. This is exactly where it all begins. Combos just don't burst out from the center of a game unless you're just that poor in defense. But still, it takes more, the execution, all that. Yes, the moves are very complex. Yes, it's devastating when you see it, but there's more to it than just that. This isn't somebody just being cheap and they're hitting one button and doing 75% of damage. This is a lot of execution, lots of cancels, a lot of crazy inputs depending on who you are then, because there are some people doing 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 tiger knees for a setup, for a combo, all that stuff. There's a lot more to it then. There's a lot to it. So,
and speaking of AE,
yeah,
I just picked it up myself. And to tell the truth, I can't combo in AE for a goddamn.
He's getting there. He's getting there.
Not a single time. I might do a combo by mistake. But as bad as that sounds, yes, I said it. I might do a combo by mistake, then I'm like, well, how the hell did that shit just happen? All right. But I play Sagat, and I used to play Akuma, but a person recommended me to play Sagat. Or Bob Saget, as I like to call him. So I started playing Bob Saget.
Tiger.
And Tiger.
John's gonna kill us for that. John is gonna kill us for that.
We'll combo form later. All right. Anyway, I don't even know how to really link attacks in AE like that, but I still win matches. I've beaten Chris Davis one time before, but what did I do? I punished his inputs. I jammed his hands. I took his sword hand away from him completely with certain things that I did in the match. Now, if I can win a match against one of the best players I've ever seen in my entire life without doing a single combo, then what does that say to you about combos? They aren't the only thing that you can do to control and come out successful in a fighting game situation. If you punish every single thing that they do and you jam their hands and punish their misinputs and misjudgment calls, then you can still win.
AKA counters.
Exactly. And it's like, before you even come out, it's like, oh my god, he sounds like he just started Street Fighter. Yeah, he just started, but hey,
like
he did manage to get one good match. He got him one time, then okay, then you might be saying, oh, one time, that's nothing then. Hey, when I was first starting out, and my other cousin was completely just owning me in these games, which is pretty much how I got good or whatever, then if he freaking knocks me down 30 freaking times and whatever it was, DOA 3, Tekken Tag at the time, the first one.
Oh God.
At that time, it had happened both times. I got that one win over on him then. I was done then. It's like, I recall Jago saying this one time that I got knocked down 30 times though, but I got this one win. I'll leave happy with that.
Mm-hmm. Jigo.
Yeah, exactly.
Galaxy Jigo.
But exactly. But that's just the thing. Like, combos don't always make the game. I mean, in Marvel, sometimes it does. Like, you've seen Chris G do what he does. I mean, it's mostly people getting dumbly hit by fireballs and all of that. And so he shows Marvel isn't just combos. I mean, the only game you can pretty much say is highly combo based, maybe just Killer Instinct. Because think about it. Killer Instinct pretty much put the heavy emphasis on combos. And I mean, what is the one famous saying that everybody knows about when it comes to Killer Instinct?
Should we all do it?
Do you know the answer?
Does it start with a U?
Yes.
Or I guess since it's not a super or a special, I guess it'd have to be a Ultra.
I would have joined in with them, but I didn't really want to just take it. I didn't want to burst the mic or anything.
You were drinking tea.
Yeah, exactly. That's your tea, you little scrub. You're sharing the tea anyway, but that's just that then. And while you over here making jokes, you hadn't said anything this time. You got any input before we go to the next topic?
Like they said, combos aren't everything. And I threw in, my little counter measure. And everybody, of course, knows I'm the local Dudley fighter here in DK.
Dudley.
Yep. Keeping it classy as always. That's what I do.
Throw rolls on that nigga's dead body.
He didn't have anything to say. He just flexing, the gentleman's slave.
Yeah.
So what's up? So what else you got?
What's on there? Oh,